this too. Everybody sing, hey, yeah. Tell 'em turn it out till they can't no more. Let's get this thing shaking like a disco ball. This is your last warning, a courtesy call.
Arm yourselves, America. This is The Fitters Live with Dylan and Steven on Mojo 50 Radio. Man, it's a day. It has been quite a day and a blast to have. By the way, you guys can find us anywhere you can find podcasts that you want to listen to. But if you'd like to listen to us live, we are here on Mojo 50 on the iHeartRadio dial. We can also be found on the Facebook pages over on the Mojo 50 Radio page. You can comment there, talk to us on the MeWe as well, and the Twitters at DOAE Show, at Steven Airey, at Dylan Lyles, and always use the hashtag What I Learned Today when you communicate with us. That way we understand what you've done.
Or at least what you learned.
Nah, what you've done. I like it that way.
Those are more incriminating. Yes, we do like those better.
We like those better. By the way, if you haven't had a chance yet, go check out some Nostalgia. They've got some cabin fever. Right now, they even ran out of some of their rice, their wild grain rice that the Wild harvested. They don't have any more at the moment because of some crazy crap. But they're also in the middle of cabin fever because they've been snowed in and messed with and everything else. So if you go to mojowildrice.com right now, mojowildrice.com, use a promo code SPRING10, you can get 10% off of anything you order. While they may not have the wild rice grain, they do have things like the jams, the pepper jams, the beer jellies, the whipped honeys. They also have, things like, I don't know, the waffle mix and the other things that they have sorted through. Go check them out at mojowildrice.com, mojowildrice.com. They're gluten-free, sodium-free, fat-free, cholesterol-free. They're high in protein, zinc, potassium, and trace minerals. And one serving meets your daily whole grain needs. They're also diabetic-friendly for those that have the diabetes.
The sugars.
Yes, that. So check them out, mojowildrice.com. Use the promo code SPRING10, mojowildrice.com, SPRING10. Hey, did you hear this?
So as a parent, how much sympathy would you have for these parents who are embroiled in this alleged cheating scandal?
Zero.
Zero. Okay. Would President Warren...
Zero. Zero.
Huh.
She has
zero sympathy.
Zero sympathy for those caught up in the school stuff.
Yeah, and I can understand why, because when she went and cheated her way into college, it was so long ago that most people just kind of were able to brush it under the rug. So of course she has no sympathy for him, because these people were dumb enough to get caught in a time when it would actually affect them.
Right.
When you play the 1024th card,
it's hard to come back from that.
It is. It's very hard. And it's hard to argue with as well.
Yes, it is very hard. Amazon has, decided that they're not. They don't have to pay taxes on $11 million or $11 billion.
Well,
good for them.
Good for them.
Good for them. When a company comes out, and even if they're a multi-billion dollar, trillion dollar company, when they get to a point where they can say, hey, we've made this much money and we have to pay zero taxes.
Yep.
Good for them.
Heck yeah, man. I wish I could do that on mine.
I don't know.
I don't know
either.
Great. I'm not money. Look, taxes and numbers are not my forte by any stretch of the imagination. But hats off to him.
Yeah, exactly.
For real.
Hats off to him. And just an honorable mention here, Kevin Hutchison over on the Facebook says, why is Facebook censoring Tommy Robinson? The same reason Facebook is censoring all conservatives. And by the way, if you want to hear more about Tommy Robinson, he was just on another show that came on before ours, not on this network, so I'm not going to mention anything else.
Yeah, that place with those people.
That place with those people, he was just on there. Gotcha. Mainly because that one guy that isn't actually associated with it was having him on, and he's a really good guy. His name sort of sounds like mine.
Yeah.
That guy.
Well, the first name is the same.
Except for the different letters.
different letters,
Yeah,
but the
different
same letters.
Yeah, so Amazon
It's like
came
going
through.
variation. Anyway.
Yeah. It's the smarter version of my name. That's how I put it. It's the more upscale version of my name, my lower class. It's the same thing. Anyway, mine's phonetic. His is not. So Amazon threw a whole bunch of different cuts and loopholes and other things because you know what? The government has so many of them. They have found ways to make sure that they're not going to pay any taxes on the $11 billion profit that they made. Good for them.
I mean, this is what happens when you create so many rules. There's always bound to be a loophole.
Yes.
If we could get to a point where, maybe we had I prefer a flat tax myself, but
yes.
or even the air quotes fair tax at that point. I mean, you go that route where it's just a very simple, okay, how much did you make? Okay, you owe blank.
Yes.
Then everybody's happy, everybody's covered, everybody pays, and there's
and it
no
wouldn't
issues.
be a problem. It wouldn't be a problem at
Exactly.
all. Now,
And this would literally not be a story.
it would be a non-story because they would just be paying the bill.
Yep, exactly.
Yeah.
But that makes too much sense.
Of course.
We have to.
That makes too much sense. So what we're saying here is there are a lot of other great things to knock on Amazon for.
Yeah.
Don't knock them for not paying taxes when they don't have to.
Because, hey, every last one of people listening and anybody in this planet would do the exact, if they could get away
With doing
with
it,
having to pay, you would do the exact same thing if you could.
and you can't tell me that you wouldn't. Because
And
you
you
don't
can't-
want to
hey,
pay. You don't want to pay another dime to the government any more than any of us do.
No, and better yet, and you can't tell me there's times where you don't attempt to. Now, do you have the tons of lawyers on retainer that you can do that? Probably
No,
not.
But they do, and since
But
they
yeah,
do,
and they
pay
do, and
them,
they can. But I was
they
going to
pay
say,
them
but
quite
even
a bit.
if you can't, you're
Yeah.
going to find ways. You as individuals, I know I do. Everybody does. Find
Yes.
as much any way they possibly can to not have to pay more than we have to. We all do it.
Mm-hmm. That's true.
So you can't poo-poo these people just because their number happens to be $11 million worth.
Yes, that is correct. Now, before we get on to the next story, which is Facebook and everything, Dylan, have you heard about the new additions to the lineup on the Saturday shows?
I have. We have got some people coming. I know there are some people
it's like-
listening, though, who have not heard anything.
It's like deja
tell.
vu for us, honestly.
It is, dude. I'm
Um,
beginning and we'll have to dive into this a little bit later on, maybe, but this is like
It's like
it's
a
like a
homecoming.
reunion
It's
almost.
a homecoming for us.
homecoming. Yeah,
Oh,
this
it's
is
so nice.
freshman class of ‑99, bro.
That is what it is. So a whole bunch of people that we know and that we have been co-conspirators.
We've had the pleasure of working with
Yeah.
in the past.
Right. They're going to be coming up on the Saturday lineup. It starts 8 a.m. bright and early with what is it? Loud and Clear is the new one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so you got Loud and Clear. And that's going to be with that astute young man from the Ozarks. That astute young man from the Ozarks.
The
Quite-
astute.
young man. Anyway, we have if he's listening, he's going to be like, "Why don't you just say my name?" Because I don't want to. I'm just messing with you, dude.
Because we like to watch you squirm.
Yes, that's exactly it. Then the bells sometime during the day. I believe it's 2 p.m. I believe it's 2
I
p.m.
believe so. It's a 2-hour show, too.
It's a 2-hour show on Saturday.
Very glad that those guys are on, man.
Girls,
They're amazing.
those ladies,
Yes.
ladies.
Female type people.
The female type sexuals are
Yes.
coming to the Saturdays. And then Matthew Holloway is also joining on the Saturday show.
Indeed.
You guys have seen him on this show a couple times, and he's been working it. So apparently, all those
It
people are coming
finally
back.
paid off.
Everybody's coming back, and it's amazing.
I've been wondering how much Matt has paid off Ron and them to.
I don't know, but I think he paid a good pretty penny. By the way, that's Blake Johnson at the 8 o'clock hour. I really just
Yes,
wanted to
it is
make him
Blake
squirm.
Johnson.
If he's listening right now, I didn't forget your name. I just really wanted you to squirm for a few minutes.
You're gonna be upset. They don't remember me.
They don't remember my name.
And there's more coming as well. There's at least another one coming in April. I'm not sure if it's we can't necessarily mention it just yet, but there's another great one coming in. Huh?
No more cats out of the bags.
No. I'm good on this one because I'm not getting called to HR again.
Oh yeah.
But we got so much coming down the pike. Mojo is on fire.
It's going to be amazing. Mojo is growing,
so
and it's awesome. By the way, just check out all the lineup and continually go to mojo50.com, mojo50.com. Check out the lineup as it grows. It's going to be amazing, guys. You just don't know what you're in for yet.
You have no idea.
So Facebook has been giving us a tizzy quite a bit.
Yeah, and not just because they've been screwed up our algorithm either.
No, it's also because they have their own algorithm screwed up. Apparently.
Isn't that weird?
It's the funniest thing. Facebook data deals are under criminal investigation again.
What?
I know. It's like deja vu.
It is. Except for when you do it on purpose, it can't be deja vu.
Yeah, it can't really be deja vu when you did it the second time. It's your fault. It really is. Facebook offices in Menlo Park, California. A federal grand jury is looking at partnerships they gave tech companies broad access to Facebook user informations.
Oh, the companies were among more than 150, including Amazon, Apple, Microsoft, and Sony that had cut their sharing deals with the world's dominant social media platform.
You see, Facebook knows more about you than you.
Yeah.
And that's scary.
It is. Well, because if you notice, though, and I don't know if anybody else has noticed, I'm sure you have. I can't be the only one.
Right.
But if you notice, literally everything, almost every platform, every app you sign into, in some spot or another, has a way for you to sign in and link it to your Facebook.
Yes.
And it's all under the guise of ease, and it's...
But is it really ease?
No. Not when they have all of your data.
By the way, Doc Thompson got run over by an Amtrak. I can't retweet that image.
What image?
He sent an image over Twitter. I can't retweet that. I can't even like it, but I understand it. It's one of those.
Oh, it's one of them.
Yeah, Dylan, don't go look.
Oh no, I'm going to look.
No, you're gonna break.
I can't not look.
You're gonna break your thing with the. Oh dang. With the guys, yeah. Don't look. Even though it's a cartoon, don't look.
Okay. Don't worry. I'm not going to go look right now.
Don't do it.
I'm not.
So, yeah. See, you looked.
I did.
Wrong with you. Okay. A grand jury.
You never tell someone not to look.
Yes.
Look.
Grand jury in New York has subpoenaed records from from at least two prominent makers of smartphones and other devices, according to two people who are familiar with the requests and who instead insisted on anonymity to discuss the company's legal matters.
Of course they did.
Mm-hmm.
Because God knows we can't ever stand on our principles and be known for standing on principles that no, we have to hide in the shadows. That's
the only way we can stand on principles is to hide in the shadows. It's not like you're one of us, standing out there in the middle of the desert calling out. We are those calling out in the wilderness,
eating locusts and wild honey and Well, no, not for that good.
Wild honey.
Camel hair.
Wild
Sorry,
good.
I went a John the Baptist route for a moment. Sorry.
No, it's okay. I was there with you.
Okay, making sure.
I was on that same boat, man. I was on that same boat.
Oh, this is just. Facebook needs to just.
Yeah.
And we did. You know what? The bad part is when it comes to Facebook, a lot of this was us. We did this because we freely gave them stuff.
Right. We gave them all.
They just kept going. All right. Well, if they're going to give it to us, let's keep going. Let's keep taking. Let's broaden this net some more.
Yeah. And then they were like, oh yeah, we can make more money off of this and more money off of this and more money off of this because why not? Why not make more money off of all this crap?
Mm-hmm.
And that's.
Especially if you're going to freely give it up.
Yep, you're going to freely give all your information. Oh, you got your birthday because we give you a little emoji. Great. Oh, you guys have been friends for 5 years. That means you have some interest in same things. Oh, we must join you together. It's crazy to think that the reason why Facebook exploded like it was because one, people just wanted to connect, right? People just wanted to connect. That was the original intent. We just wanted a place to connect, and then they were like, "We're gonna make a whole bunch of money off of this by selling the connections to people." And now it's to the point where they're in FTC. Well, now they're in FTC violations and investigations and everything else about privacy advocates. It's like, dude, we all didn't read the agreements that we signed.
Yeah, nobody does.
Nobody does.
Look, and going oddly enough, just like the tax code, when you make it 11, 12 pages at like 0 font size,
nobody's going to read it.
You're not going to read anything, and all in legalese too. No,
there it is,
nobody
black
reads
and
that
white.
junk.
There it is, black and white, section 256.
Yeah.
.259.
933.44, 8th paragraph, 3rd word says the. You're not going to know that.
Exactly, and that's what it is. That's where it goes, and you will never know because why would you ever read all that crap? Terms and conditions shouldn't be 2,000 pages. Maybe a couple sentences.
Do you want to buy this? Yes. You don't? Good
no. All right, don't buy it.
Ta-da!
And then there's a whole bunch of things where it's like, oh, well, you want to play a game? Oh, well, I'm sorry. Without your Facebook login, we can't let you play this game. What?
You know why? Because emails aren't good enough anymore.
Right. Email isn't good enough because email can be hacked.
Well, and not just that. People, I know I've done it. You set up a dummy account.
Of course you do.
That just funnels it into it and nobody pays attention.
Because nobody wants to pay attention.
This way, they literally have you by the nuggets. They have all of your information. They know that you're going to go to it, and they're going to put it right up in front of your face. And there's nothing you can do about it. Yeah, I did. Yeah.
Yeah, you did. Yeah, you did. I had to add a couple there.
I went there.
So, all that aside, one of the things you guys can do without logging into Facebook is go to traguns.com.
Yes.
You can go check out Tar River Arms today. See, TRA Guns, Tar River Arms is America's first virtual gun store. They're making it easier and more comfortable than ever to purchase your firearms online. They've modernized your firearms sales to accommodate online generations. And if you prefer brick and mortars, just give it up. All right?
It's 2019, y'all.
Let it go, man.
Get with the program.
Yes, I just did a Frozen reference. Let it go.
Let it go.
You old fogey. Get with the real world with these 3D interactive experiences with the panoramic zoom quality lenses that they have. You can see and experience every portion of this gun except for holding it in your hand directly. They've got weekly specials. They eliminate your shipping and brokerage fees. They have great guns at great prices. Go check them out, I promise you. Great service, and is veteran owned and operated. Not only that, but they also have layaway and consignment options available. Go check them out. TRAguns.com.
What are you waiting for?
Yeah, I know, right? What are you waiting for? TRAguns.com. Tell them Steven over Mojo sent you. TRAguns.com.
TRAguns.com. Okay. I'm done with Facebook.
So am I.
Let's move on. I have something fun. From Mojo's very own
Brandon Morse.
Brandon Morse. Wrote a wonderful article with Red State. Title goes, trans parents complain of not having trans kids as they force the lifestyle on them.
Mm-hmm.
This was very interesting. According to the Daily Caller, an online group of parents have formed a community of people with small children who are transgendered. And a few of these parents have expressed disappointment that their children have no interest whatsoever in being transgendered.
Okay, can I stop you there?
You may.
All right, so these parents who are considering themselves transgendered are upset that their kids don't also want to experience bodily mutilation.
Yes. The parents, and I will take it to a step further, that the parents who are suffering from a severe mental issue, call it a disease, call it a
whatever,
whatever, suffering from the severe mental issue are
Right.
upset that their children are not also suffering from this same severe mental issue. Yes. The watchdog group called Fourth Wave Now is raising awareness online about the, quote, ever-accelerating medical and media fascination with the phenomenon of transgender children, end quote. This week, the group released screenshots from a private Facebook group called Parents of Transgender Children, which expose multiple conversations surrounding the practices of packing and tucking for supposedly transgender children as young as 5 years old.
Now, going back just a second, let's backpedal here. Fourth wave now, isn't that the same thing as fourth wave feminism?
I believe so, yes.
So they're called a watchdog group now, raising awareness for transgendered people? I thought it was a feminist group.
I clicked the little link in that was provided, and it comes up with the Twitters. It says, Fourth Wave Now, parent skeptics who question medicalizing gender atypical youth.
Okay, so it is fourth wave feminism.
Mm-hmm.
Which is basically just genderism, which isn't real.
Quote, like samizdat for the sane and ideologically uncowed, end quote. Free speech, science, rational feminism is what is all written in the little bio here.
Really?
Yeah, fourthwavenow.com is their website. They live on the wreck planet Earth. It's magical. These are some amazing people.
Huh. So they are packing and tucking their child's genitalia.
Yes.
They're 5-year-old children.
Yes.
They're taking and doing a Prince Charles on their 5-year-old boys and packing the panties of their 5-year-old girls.
Yes. Sickeningly as this sounds. Now, it's bad enough that these parents are suffering from this issue.
Yeah.
And not even remotely getting the attention they need when they go to a doctor, someone who is licensed and someone who's supposed to uphold the oath of, well, I'm going to make sure that you're safe and blah, 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 blah.
Mm-hmm.
Instead of guiding them or even just saying, stop for a moment and think about it, they just push them. Yeah. Not just they don't, but they push. They're like, you know what? You're absolutely right. Let me see what I can do. And either because they are part of this ignorant, trend, or because they don't want to get in trouble.
Mm-hmm.
It's one of the two. One of the two. It is just amazing to me that I as a parent myself, like, there are so many things about me that are jacked up that I pray to God have not affected my kids one way or another, whether it's mannerisms or actual health issues in my family, whatever.
Yeah.
How is it that these parents can sit here and feel like this and hope, like, because let's pretend, let's just play the game for a moment and assume transgenderism is not gender dysphoria. It's not a mental issue. It is a legit issue. Let's pretend for a moment. Why would you want your child to have to go through that same crap as you had to go through? The struggle, the confusion, I feel like something's wrong, the awkwardness, why would you want your child and be upset that your child isn't going through that too?
I don't know. Why would you be upset of that issue? Why? Virginia Jackhole over on the Twitter brings up a good point here. It says, at DOA Show, at 5, aren't boys just finding their thing?
Yeah,
but not in this family, not in these families. No, they're being tucked away.
Not when it's taped up, it ain't.
Exactly. They can't find it if it's taped up.
I'm just, like I said, it's one thing if you want to do something, and I do this with anybody. You want to, do something with your life, knock yourself out, but don't drag your kids down with you.
Yeah, don't bring your kids into it. If later on in life your kids are adults and they decide they want to do that sort of thing.
Yes, then you're there.
Whatever.
Then you can help them.
Whatever.
Air quotes, help them.
And by then, you've already screwed them up to that point. So
exactly. God, that went by fast.
Yeah, it's a commercial break. We will be back on the other side of it. Kevin over on the Facebook says, "What about those kids? What about those mothers in England who are making child-friendly porn for their kids?" Yeah, we talked about that yesterday. Sorry, you didn't catch it because our Facebook feed was meh. Because Facebook
was more than
killing
meh.
us.
It was horrible.
Yeah, Facebook was killing all the Mojo feed. So sorry about that, Kevin. Go check out yesterday's show. We talked about that in length.
Dude, like if you keep reading this stuff on here, like quote, my kid doesn't seem that miffed about not having a penis, which frankly throws me off a bit, end quote.
Yeah, that means you're wrong.
Yeah. Others simply ask for
your
recommendations.
daughter
Others simply
is
ask for
okay.
recommendations for the best, quote, age appropriate for a fake penis for their young child.
No, I'm sorry. Your daughter is okay not having a penis.
Yeah, that's kind of what makes her a daughter.
Yeah.
Kind of weird, isn't it? That's
Yeah.
how that works.
Your daughter is fine not having a penis. And you're the one weird about it. So maybe you should go get checked out.
But that makes too much sense, too.
Aw, Nicole's very upset because she doesn't get to see your toy in the background.
Don't worry. The same toy that was supposed to be for Wednesday will be tomorrow, and I will explain it. It's a good story.
Yes. He will explain his toys to you tomorrow, Nicole.
There's more like knickknacks.
Sure. They're collectibles, I'm sure. Jeremy made it. Jeremy Hansen made it. Look at you, boy.
It's because the Bachelor's over. He can
finally come into the show. Bachelor's done for a season. He can join in. That's good times. Yay. All right. Commercial break's about over. And we're back. You're listening to Fitters Live with Dylan and Steven on Mojo 50 Radio.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sirree. And,
Uh-huh.
gotta tell you. Yeah.
That
That.
daggone story's got me.
Before we get on to the next one, though, because
This one's even better, yep.
Yeah, we're going to get on to the next story. But before we do, are you about as fed up as us with all the regulations and legislations and crap that happens with all this mess that we've been talking about? Maybe one of the things you can do is stop paying for those big progressive cell phone policies.
And how would you do that, Steven?
Switching to Patriot Mobile.
Really? How would you do that?
Well, see, they're America's only conservative cell phone company. They're doing the exact opposite of those other big, corporate, nasty, liberal crap holes.
Tell me more.
Well, see, if you're fed up with the discussing policies like the New York abortion law, Bloomberg gun control plans, and a stalemate at the border, just make the simple switch today to Patriot Mobile. Join the thousands of Americans using Patriot Mobile and get reliable nationwide coverage. And watch your hard-earned money fight for the First and Second Amendments, your border security, and the sanctity of life. It's veteran-led, Patriot Mobile. They donate a portion of every bill to conservative causes like the Heritage Foundation, the NRA, and the Susan B. Anthony list. Not only that, but with unlimited talk and text plans starting as low as $20 a month, what more motivation do you need? Well, how about this? If you go to patriotmobile.com/doc or you call them at 1-800-A-PATRIOT, use the promo code DOC, that's D-O-C, you can get up to 2 activation fees waived right there on the spot. Look, Patriot Mobile, enough is enough. Join the fight today. 1-800-PATRIOT, 1-800-A-PATRIOT and patriotmobile.com/doc. Promo code DOC.
/doc.
Promo code DOC.
Patriot Mobile.
patriotmobile.com.
.com.
That's it. Anyway.
It is.
Is she hot Jill hole? That's Steven Airey on the MeWe's. Parents don't want kids to touch the hot stove and or an open flame, and yet kids still feel they want to touch. These drag kids are in fire.
Yeah, and not in like a
good way.
Like they're
not in
awesome,
that girl is on fire. Not in that way.
Yeah, not in a Katy Perry kind of way.
Let's see. Doc Thompson got run over by an Amtrak over on the Twitter side. Doc Thompson, is tucking Isn't this tucking and packing of young kids very close to molestation? Yes. Yes, it is.
You would think that,
You
know,
would
but
be considered
and
that, yes.
Yeah, and I don't think we've talked. You might have before, but like, there's that issue with that 11-year-old drag queen, air quotes.
Oh yeah, we talked about that. Yes, we talked about.
I seen a thing thrown up there where, like, recently one of the articles said how the mom, the child services showed up, and the mom is surprised. And I'm like, really? You're surprised that your 11-year-old son was photographed with a naked man and does drag and strips at a male gay club, and you're surprised that child services showed up to your door to ask questions.
Mm-hmm. You have a young boy, basically standing next to a nude man in a wig and makeup, and you think it's a bad idea. You're scared that somehow, or you're wondering why child services is at your door. Good parenting. Just saying. Good parenting.
Yeah, they want to know how you do it so they can get other parents to do it too, you putz.
And people get upset that my wife doesn't vaccinate. I mean, come on.
Oh, yeah, don't get me started. Don't get me started in that.
Not doing it.
I have tried. Oh, I've tried towing that line for some people. Just being like, hey, explain this to me. Why you want to lose your junk? And
never mind.
All they do is they lose their junk. I'm like, I didn't say I didn't vaccinate. I just said explain it to me.
Explain why this is a problem. Nobody wants to explain why it's a major issue. Matt Holloway over on the MeWe says, couldn't this lead to an epidemic of cooties among trans kids?
At this rate, I think cooties might be welcomed.
I'm pretty sure
the route that they're headed, I would be just ecstatic.
I'm pretty sure nobody cares about cooties anymore. Anyway, you can easily get the cootie shot. The cootie shot is free.
It is free.
Yeah. The cootie shot's free. Teenage girl suspended for posting Bible verses in response to pride flag explains herself in a viral video.
Oh, this one gets me. An Ohio girl was suspended for posting Bible verses around her school, reacting to the gay pride parade flags that were hung up by the students for an LGBTQ LMNOP group.
Okay, so you can support one group, but you can't support another.
Apparently. Gabby Helsinger says that she was taken out of class and issued an ISS, which is an in-school suspension, for her actions.
Okay.
According to a document from the administration, Helsinger was accused of, quote, targeting, end quote, the school's gay-straight alliance and exhibiting, quote, abuse of others, disrespect, and rudeness, end quote, for merely posting the Bible verse.
Okay, stop you right there. There.
Verse is, I apologize. Yep, go ahead.
Okay, was she actually rude to people?
No, I mean,
did she actually confront anybody?
From what I'm reading, no. She just simply...
What were her actual actions?
Let's see. After the incident, a teenager took to Facebook to explain why she felt to post the verses in the first place and why the school punishment of her was unjust.
Okay,
so on, this is a quote from Gabby. So on Thursday, when I got to school, I see that there's a pride flags and posters are all around my school. I had felt the need to write down some Bible verses so I could put them around my school. And I wrote them down and put them around lockers, the walls. And I was coming back from lunch because I got sent back to lunch and I saw teachers taking them down. The next day, I got called into the office and there was a letter that says I have an ISS, which is the in-school suspension. And the reason why I have it is because of, quote, abuse of others, disrespect, rudeness, because I put up Bible verses, quote, targeting the GSA, which is the Gay Straight Alliance organization.
Okay. Stop right there.
Quote.
Sorry.
Stop.
She didn't target anybody.
Nope.
She literally just wrote down some Bible verses and posted them on the walls. There is no connotation that you can utilize to say that she was targeting the Gay Straight Alliance. Instead, she was producing a counter argument to the Gay Straight Alliance, which should be fine.
But we're in a day and age where there is no other side. You either toe the line for the people that are screaming the loudest, or you shut up. Like, I mean, either way, you shut up. There's no.
Well, I don't even think just shutting up about it is a thing. See, from what I hear, you have to celebrate with them, or else you are a hater.
Yes, and they will do anything and everything they can in every way, shape, form, or fashion to tear you down.
Yes.
It's all she wanted to do was to, like you said, put up another argument. The way Gabby said, this is the line from the headline. The girl, Gabby said she felt compelled to post the verses because, quote, God is the only way, and those struggling with identity and sexuality issues can be healed, end quote.
Yeah. Okay. And we know
There's
that to be a truth.
Yes, there's nothing wrong with having this kind of a thought process at all.
There's also nothing wrong with posting it on the wall where they posted a whole bunch of gay pride flags.
Well, and they would argue at that point that that's separation of church and state because the school's run by the state and you're putting up your Bible verses and meaner.
Sorry, still wrong. Then
I know,
also supporting gay LGBT rights is against other issues, because you shouldn't be promoting a sexuality in school. Your school should just be set up to teach you, I don't know, reading, writing, and arithmetic. Your school should be teaching you the basics of understanding. They should be teaching you how to learn and not how to think.
Yeah.
So that goes into an indoctrination setup, which we could continually go on to, Mr. Homeschool.
I was getting ready to say this is why I homeschool my children. I'm
surprised that I'm as sane as I am.
Considering
that I went.
It's because I'm praying. I pray for you every day. That's why.
That has to be it. You pray for me.
Because I don't know how you do it either.
I know, right? I don't know how I made it to my current age, going to public school and not being that crazy.
It doesn't. There is, like you said, there's no way. There's no room for disagreement. There's no room for just a difference of opinion anymore. It's either you toe the line for the loudest voice screaming you're destroyed.
Yep. Somebody was asking what city this was in. This was out of Lebanon City. Apparently, this was out of Lebanon City.
Wherever that is.
Wherever that is in Ohio. Lebanon City, Ohio.
Yeah, I don't know where
but
that might be. I don't know in relation to like Cleveland or Akron.
I don't know Ohio. So
I've never been to Ohio.
It's not my thing. Know. I'm not well traveled in the Ohioans.
I had a joke, but I'm going to leave that alone.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Yes.
That's
what I do.
Doc Thompson got run over by an Amtrak over on the Twitter page. It says, tell me again where the church and state clause is in the Constitution. It isn't. It isn't. It isn't.
It isn't. Nope.
It isn't. And we've gone over to the nth degree of where that came from and why that was there, and freaking Thomas Jefferson and some Baptists that were scared about the Methodists that were coming over and taking over their land, and it's fine. No, Dylan didn't say he was sane. He said that he was praying for my sanity, Erica. There's a big difference. He's praying for my sanity.
Wait a minute. What did I miss?
Eric on the Facebook said, "Did I hear Dylan say that he was sane?" No.
Okay, Erica, we need to buy you some like a new radio or something, because this is the second show at least. No, not in a row. This is the second time though that you've heard me say something and heard something completely different. And
yeah, I think there's a loss of communication there.
Okay, no, I worry.
Yeah, there's just a separation of communication. That's all. I think it's fine. I maybe it's just how you say things. That might be
that might be it too.
That might be it. One of the best ways to say something on a cat
loudly.
cooler.
I was gonna say as loudly as you possibly can.
No, that's the Matlock way. No, cat coolers on cat coolers and with catcoolers.com.
Look, you want a cat cooler? You can have it. Customized any way you want. I'm starting to go like a weird Jimmy Stewart thing now.
Yeah, you are. Well, Jimmy Stewart.
Seriously, you want a cat cooler?
Go to catcoolers.com. They're rugged. They keep your ice cold for 7 days. They're made in the USA. They're fully customizable. You can put whatever you want on top of them. They also come in 4 separate colors: white, black, yellow, and camouflage. They also have this new cool blue color, which is actually black, but it has like a blue stripe when it turns cold. So it's like
Wait, it has the blue stripe that turns cold.
like when the cooler's cold, the stripe turns blue on the black.
That is awesome. That's like the Coors Light bottles.
Yes, that's exactly what it is.
So the cans. That is
Yes,
awesome.
it's the Coors Light Mountains on the thing. So they technically have 5 colors, but it's also a black. It just has a blue stripe or something. And if you go
and why
there,
wouldn't you want that?
I know, if you go there, you can fully customize it. You can put a DOAE logo. You can put a Mojo logo. You can put your own face on there. Heck, you could do like some of the jackals are thinking. Put Brad's face on the top, so that when the ladies sit down on it, they'll be sitting on Brad's face. That'll make him very happy. Go to catcoolers.com. Use the promo code Steven when you go, and you get 10% off discount when you buy your next Cat Coolers. Catcoolers.com, promo code Steven, 10% off.
So,
yeah?
United Nations has a new women's rights community member.
Let me guess. Go
ahead.
Is it Ghana?
Steven from Mojo.
Is it Ghana? Is it Ghana?
No, close.
Close. Egypt. It's Egypt.
No, you're still closer, but no.
Is it Norway?
No, dear God, no. You're going now. You're getting colder. You're getting colder. And no pun intended, by the way.
Oh yeah. Very nice. Turkey. Is it Turkey?
No. Again, you're like right there. It's so close.
Fine. You know what? Just give it to me.
It comes from that woman-loving, amazing country of Iran.
Wait, sorry, what?
Yes, the United Nations newest women's rights committee member, is from the ever-loving, ever-feminist nation of Iran.
Are we talking about the same Iran?
Well, I would think so, because as I read it here, Iran, one of the top human rights abusers in the world, has been awarded a seat with a key United Nations committee that oversees complaints about the global abuse of women.
Yeah, you're talking about the ones that don't even allow women to drive?
Yes.
Or vote or walk outside without a man?
Yes, and fully covered from head to toe, can't even see eyes in some cases.
That one?
Yes. Are
you talking about the same Iran? I mean, I'm talking about like the same Iran that got its name because the Muslim people decided that they were going to name something after the Aryan nation to give to Hitler. That Iran?
The one in the same.
No.
One in the same. The announcement by the UN on Wednesday said that Iran and Nigeria, another country that is no stranger to human rights abuses, would be promoted to the International Organization's Committee on the Status of Women, which oversees abuses committed by oppressive states such as Nigeria and Iran.
And Ghana.
And Zimbabwe.
And Egypt.
And Egypt.
And Iraq.
And
Turkey.
Tanzania. Uruguay.
Did
Chile.
I mention Zimbabwe?
But it's just, look, and we laugh. But you know why they're doing this? They're doing it. How else can you fix it? You change yourself first, and then you worry about everyone else. That's what they're doing, right? That's got to be.
No. Look, if you changed yourself first, you would elect like a female something or other, and you would put them in the highest positions of power you can to show that you are not the way that you are, right?
That would be really weird, wouldn't it? Because it would just be this creature draped in all black that wouldn't be able to speak, that wouldn't be able to move very often.
Probably would be a guy hidden behind it.
Well, no. What I think would happen is literally she would just stand there, and some dude would be standing next to her, some, general or whatever, and he would turn around and be like, the president has spoken and said blah blah blah, and he would do all the
No.
speechifying
You
and
didn't do it
everything,
right.
and-
You didn't do it right, dude. You didn't do it right. You don't. How do you not do the accent right? Oh my gosh! Come on! It's Durga Jihad, Durga Muhammad Jihad, Durga San.
Yeah, yes. Aloha snack bar. I know. That's exactly what they say.
Durga Muhammad Jihad, Muhammad Jihad Ali, Durga Muhammad Ali, Durga
Durka Lama
la
Jihad.
la la. And we're taking off the air. Anyway.
I love that movie.
Such a good movie.
Oh,
America.
this is so good. Oh, yeah.
Thank you. Good job.
Prominent Iranian lawyer who defended women arrested for protesting the country's mandatory headscarf law has been sentenced to a total of 38 years in prison and 148 lashes, according to her husband. This is, again, in Iran. Folks, this is all still part of that story. We haven't moved on to story. This is part of the story.
The story is still here. This is still the same story.
This is the reason. This is their justification as to how they got into the committee, apparently.
Yes.
This was their selling point.
Mm-hmm.
The 55-year-old human rights lawyer was sentenced to an additional 33 years and 184 lashes after being convicted of several more national security crimes this month, her husband has said. Blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
So, just saying, this is... what do you say to something like that?
Here are some examples that follow. Categories of communication received and trends and patterns identified in the past recent years. Arbitrary arrests of women, death and torture of women in custody, forced disappearances and abductions of women, discriminatory applications and punishment of law based on sex, including corporal and capital punishment, violations of rights of women's human rights, defending the freedoms of expression and assembly, threats or pressures exerted on women not to complain or to withdraw complaints. Impunity for violations of the human rights of women, stereotypical attitudes towards the role and responsibilities of women, domestic violence, forced marriage and marital rape, virginity testing, contemporary forms of slavery, including trafficking in women and girls, sexual harassment of women in the workplace, unfair employment practices based on sex, including unequal pay, lack of due diligence by state by adequate investigations, prosecuting the punishment of perpetrators or violent acts against women, discrimination against women under immigration and nationality laws. Sorry, the text is very small. Violations of the rights of women to own and inherit property, discrimination against women in accessing international humanitarian aid, forcible eviction of women in conflict situations. These are all actions that Iran has taken over the past few years.
But it's a good thing that they're on that committee because, boy, y'all are going to see some stuff get done now.
Oh yeah, that's like having China on the committee against communism. It's just
yeah, it is. That's exactly what it is. That's like it's like North Korea being all about inclusiveness or exclusiveness. Being exclusive to everyone and come on in, everybody. It's an all free for all. No, it's not. You're never going to be found.
Nicole on Facebook says, now y'all sound like the Swedish Chef. No, we sound like Team America World Police. You need to go look at it. That sounds like the Swedish Chef.
Swedish Chef.
Durga Muhammad Jihad. Durga
Yes.
Muhammad Ali. Hey, there's Blake Johnson. He just joined.
Yeah, we were making fun of you earlier, dude. Sorry.
Yeah. welcome to
You're gonna
Mojo.
have to go back to the beginning.
Welcome to Mojo. Yeah, the genital mutilation was there. That was there.
So stupid. So stupid. Also some stupid that just kind of makes you go, ha ha. Okay. Southern Poverty Law Center fires founder for unspecified reasons. says he failed to meet standards standards of the organization.
Wait. So, Southern Poverty Law Center
Yep.
fires their founder for failing to meet their standards of organization.
Yep.
So the organization that calls out people who aren't hate groups as hate groups has now turned against their founder because he doesn't represent their standard.
Yeah. Yeah. Quote, effective yesterday, Morris D's employment of the Southern Poverty Law Center was terminated. This is a statement from Poverty Law Center. As a civil rights organization, the SPLC is committed to ensuring that the conduct of our staff reflects the mission and organization, the values that we hope to instill in the world.
Right.
When one of our own fails to meet those standards, no matter his or her role in the organization, we take it seriously and must take appropriate actions.
And those on the
quote.
Facebook feed can see my face. I am taking it very seriously. Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Yes. The SPLC has become, in recent years, an organization seemingly dedicated to labeling hate on anything.
Everything and anything. Yep.
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 In 2018, the organization paid Majid Nawaz.
Oh, hashtag like a native.
Exactly right. I am balla on this. $3.375 million for falsely labeling him as an anti-Muslim extremist for his criticism to Islam. That's
yeah,
right.
they're good about that stuff.
That's right. Doc Thompson got run over by an Amtrak. Southern Poverty Law Center has standards. That's news.
Yeah, I know. They're... I don't know. I'd rather slam my tongue in a car door.
Yes, that's true.
It's just there's no point going on. They're eating their own, and it's just a wonderful little thing there.
Apparently, you look very attractive right now.
Just
on
a
video,
wonderful little thing.
By the way, you look very attractive on video right now. That's from Blake Johnson on the Facebook feed. Yes,
I've been working on my beard, fluffing it out.
I've
been using a new oil. I'm glad you noticed. Thank you.
Yes.
Call me later.
It's called a pencil sketch.
It is.
It's called colored pencils.
Charcoal. It was charcoal, and he did it in about 10 minutes. So.
Yeah, charcoal and colored pencils. That's what it's called.
All right. Finally, Sandy Hook parents can now sue gun maker of the rifle used in the school shooting.
I really should have found the Weird Al Yankovic. Gonna sue. But then our entire show would have been like muted.
We're already getting blocked for every other reason, including we don't need another one.
That's true.
The gun manufacturer that made the AR-15 style used to kill 20 young children and 6 adults at Sandy Hook Elementary School in 2012 can be held liable for the deaths. Connecticut Supreme Court ruled on Thursday. This is from Vice.
Okay, first off, Connecticut Supreme Court? I thought Sandy Hook happened in Florida.
Yeah, this says Connecticut.
So, first off, we've got a problem here because Connecticut has nothing to do with Florida.
What?
I don't care where the gun maker is. The action happened in Florida. So, Connecticut, leave the mess out of it. It is not your problem.
The 4-3 decision, which reversed a lower court's ruling, gives the green light for a lawsuit brought on behalf of the parents and relatives of Newtown victims to proceed. The lower court held that gun makers were shielded by a 2005 law that protected them from liability when their products were used to commit crimes.
Well, here's the thing. If your product is used to commit a crime, it's not your fault in the first place.
Well,
okay.
In that argument,
let me ask you this. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Car manufacturer.
Uh-huh.
Car manufacturer makes a car. A guy buys the car and then uses it to intentionally kill a whole bunch of people by ramming into them. Is the car manufacturer to blame?
By this logic, yes.
Right. But by real logic, by actual logic, yes or no?
No, dear God, no. It's the exact same. I was going to take it a little bit weirder. So I come to your house and I decide with a can of gasoline and I set your house on fire. Are you going to be able to sue BP Oil and Exxon and all them people because I used their gasoline to set your house on fire?
If I can prove it was their oil, I guess so.
That
or the maker of the gas can.
And yeah, who did the matches? Was it a Bic lighter used?
Whoever it was.
Just another way to make bank. That's all.
Yeah.
Jeez Louise, man. We're going to hell. World's going to hell.
I don't know.
I don't either. I just work here.
Oh, Sandy Hook was in Newtown, so it was Connecticut. Whoops. Sorry about that, Connecticut. I was getting you conflated with Florida. My fault.
Yeah, you were thinking, yeah.
I was thinking the Florida one. Anyway, lead with your
Lead with our
mistakes.
Leave
Exactly.
with our mistakes, except for we
that's
are
what we
ending
gotta
with
do.
them.
Except for when we end with them, because we have to. I tell you what, go to theoashow.com/shop. Get your Jackal Nation crap, because you should. It's all good. It's wonderful.
Get some Defenders crap.
Get some Defender stuff as well. We have some pictures of Dylan coming up soon. It'll be amazing. And as always, good night, Doc Thompson. We know where you are.
John Young. Now you go home.
Latest.
Bye, y'all.